January 14th, 83 BC. We're in the eastern Mediterranean, where the small kingdom of Judea is caught in a precarious position. To the west, the Roman Republic is on the rise, its influence spreading like wildfire. To the north and east, the rival Hellenistic kingdoms, born from the breakup of Alexander the Great's empire, are constantly vying for power. Judea itself is ruled by the Hasmonean dynasty. These weren't just kings, they were priest kings, a powerful combination of religious and political authority. Their family had led a successful revolt just a century before, winning independence for their people. But that hard-won unity was now starting to crumble. The problem was a classic one, a fight for the throne between two brothers. On one side was Hyrcanus II, the elder brother. He held the titles of both high priest and king. On the other was Aristobulus II, his younger, more ambitious, and more aggressive brother, who was convinced he was the rightful ruler. Their rivalry plunged the kingdom into a bitter civil war. On this specific day, January 14th, 83 BC, the conflict reached a boiling point. Aristobulus's army defeated his brother's forces and marched into Jerusalem, seizing the capital. Hyrcanus was captured and forced to give up his crown. You might think this would be a moment of celebration for the victor, but the city was tense. The people of Judea had seen plenty of conflict, but this felt different. It was a sign of a deep internal weakness, a kingdom tearing itself apart from the inside. Aristobulus now held both the throne and the high priesthood, concentrating immense power in his own hands. This move didn't sit well with everyone. Religious factions were alarmed and started to oppose him. The nobility chafed under his new authority. And what about the defeated brother, Hyrcanus? He didn't just vanish. He managed to escape and immediately began looking for powerful allies to help him reclaim his throne. Soon, in a fateful move, both brothers would turn to the same outside power for help, Rome. They invited the rising giant into their family squabble, hoping to use Roman might for their own ends. This decision would prove catastrophic. It was the beginning of the end for Judean independence. Within just 2 decades, Roman legions would be marching through the streets of Jerusalem, not as allies, but as conquerors. The Hasmonean kings would be stripped of their real power, replaced by client rulers who answered directly to Rome. But on January 14th, 83 BC, all of that was still in the future. What was clear on that day was a kingdom deeply fractured by rivalry. It's a timeless story. So often, powerful states don't fall to foreign invaders, but because internal divisions create an opening for outsiders to exploit. For Judea, unity was the bedrock of its independence. Once that was broken, it was nearly impossible to put back together. The struggle between Hyrcanus and Aristobulus wasn't just a family feud. It marked the beginning of the end of a free Judean kingdom. Thanks for watching. Join us tomorrow for another date, another story from the ancient world. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.